All right, hello, welcome to my first episode of my Madden 25 rebuild challenges slash just rebuilds. We're gonna start off with my Green Bay Packers to start out with. This is the team that we're starting with. We have updated rosters post draft. Should be up to date. All the contracts and might not be though. I know in this draft class a lot of the new guys are on 2-year deals. I went ahead and changed Golden for us because I know he's for sure a first round pick. We saw Jair Alexander in this, so we're going to go ahead and just release him as what just happened a few days ago. Release there. So that's what our defense is looking like. After we get rid of him, we definitely need some help on defense going forward. Big needs is obviously cornerback. We're gonna need to address our edge as Gary's getting old. Kenny Clark's old in the middle. Lucas Van Ness just has not progressed yet. Hopefully he can. And Wyatt's getting towards a contract year, has really not done much. Corners, Nate Hobbs, we just got in free agency. He's not. I mean, he's serviceable for sure, but he's nothing to write home about. We're gonna try to get some good corners. And honestly, corner and line, and we're probably pretty good to go. So we're gonna start doing our training camp stuff, and probably see you at mid-season for re-signings, unless we get any dev ups. We're we're not too good at editing. We're gonna try to edit that out. What I was gonna say is, we're 2 weeks into the season. We're 0-2. We need some corner depth. We had two choices here: Troy Hill, Xavier Howard. I'm gonna add one of the two. I think we're gonna go with. Let's go to the cornerback. It'll be easier to see. Yeah, we're gonna go with Xavier Howard. Gonna sign him to a deal, plug him in. Hope that helps us out immediately. And it looks like the Eagles are offering us Jimmy Ward and a fifth-round pick for an offensive lineman we don't use. We're gonna take that, as in my scheme, the strong safety backup actually gets used quite a bit. We're gonna plug him into our lineup. Hopefully that helps out, and maybe that are the changes that we need to hopefully turn this poor season beginning around. There was no notable re-signings that happened. We re-signed Kalen King, our like fourth string cornerback, to a small deal. That's about it. See you at the end of the season now. Huge dev up here. Josh Jacobs now has X Factor. That's great to see. And he'll get more XP determining how he does next game. We managed to go 9-8 on the season. Unfortunately, we rattled off two straight losses to the Vikings and Bears to close out our season, but we still end up making the playoffs. Sixth in points scored, fifth passing yards, ninth rushing yards. Pretty good offense. Defense looking very bad, except for those rushing yards we held our opponents to. Going over to our stats now for this season. We have Jordan Love, 4,370 yards, 43 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Good completion percentage at 72%. Josh Jacobs having a great year, 1,250 yards, 16 touchdowns. That's an incredible amount of touchdowns for a season. Jaden Reed with 1,230, 10 touchdowns. Our rookie, Matthew Golden, nearly 1,200 yards, 16 touchdowns on 83 receptions. Romeo Dobbs coming in there in third with not too bad of a season either. Blocking, not the worst season I've seen in Madden, honestly. Sometimes I have like 2 tackles with 10 plus sacks given up, so all things considered, I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, those numbers could go down, but it's not too bad as far as a Madden sim will go. On defense, Quay Walker leading us with 125 tackles, followed by Edgerrin Cooper with 122 sacks. Only one guy in double digits, that's going to be Rashawn Gary, followed by Kenny Clark with 8.5, Wyatt 3.5, Lucas Van Ness, another disappointing season, only with 1 sack. Interceptions, Cooper having 3, McKinney with 3, Valentine with 3 as well, only 1 from Hobbs and Bullard. Kicking, how's our kicker? 77%, not great. We're probably going to look for a free agent kicker coming up soon. McManus is old. And punting, good punting numbers. We should try to lock this guy up if we don't already have him signed to a long-term deal. These are the upgrade points we got from this season. I tried not to use them throughout the season so you can see what we got going into the playoffs. I'm going to obviously pause this recording, go use the points, and then we'll sim the playoffs, see what happens. All right, week one of the wild card playoffs. We are going up to Los Angeles, going up against the Los Angeles Rams. There we go. Anyways, we're just going to sim this week, see if we win. And we lose first round bounce to the Rams. They ended up winning 29-26. We're going to sim to the Super Bowl, see if we won any awards, and see if we got any dev ups. First of all, we're going to look for dev ups. Somehow Matthew Golden is now hidden. I've never seen that before. So we're going to look at what he is. That is very strange that now he's randomly hidden. And he's up to a superstar though. So that's cool at least, but he's hidden. That's weird. Jordan Love up to superstar as well. That's awesome. Everybody else still at star. Wow, two people go up to X Factor. Edgerrin Cooper jumps up to superstar. I still want to get up both of these guys as they're getting old and not producing with massive contracts, but X Factor might make them hold their value a little longer than I expected. I mean, if they can go up a couple more overalls and maintain for 2 years, I'm pretty happy right there. Okay, now we're going to go into award winners. View yearly awards. Josh Allen with MVP. Go to the NFC side. I'm only going to see if we have anything in first place. If not, it does not matter to me. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Matthew Golden. That's awesome. Running back, no. Wide receiver, no. O-line, no. D-line, no. Okay, so that's all that we got is Offensive Rookie of the Year. So that's pretty awesome, honestly. It's a guaranteed dev up. That's where he got his dev up. I'm going to sim this way, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then we'll go on to the off season. Your Super Bowl champion is, drum roll again. We have the Atlanta Falcons beating the Buffalo Bills. I don't know why there's still this glitch. You'll see it shows Falcons losing up there. Go to season recap. I'll show the true winner being the Falcons with them winning. Caden Ellis with Super Bowl MVP when the Falcons get their first Super Bowl trophy ever. Perfect. I'm gonna go into some re-signings. I didn't have anyone to re-sign, so let's just go straight to the off season, and we'll see if we can pick up any free agents that will help our team. Looking at this free agency class, there is nobody that I think I want to sign, not even for depth purposes. So we're gonna go ahead and go right into the draft, see if we can get some good key players in the draft. I suppose this would be a good time for me to explain how I do the draft. I have quarterback set to weight classes, everything else on default. I do the auto scout. I'm playing as a coach essentially, or like team builder, but I'm not going to be doing any scouting. Whatever they're scouting, that's what I'm going to draft based on. A slight laziness on my side, but also I just prefer to do it that way. So that's how we're going to be drafting. Before that, we're going to try to ship off one of our wide receivers. It's probably going to be Christian Watson. See if we can pick up some extra draft capital from him and go forward from there. We're going to go ahead and trade Christian Watson to the Denver Broncos for their second round pick. We give up our 6th and 7th as well. I guess I should also mention this is not going to be done in the most hyper-realistic matters. I'm going to try to have fun with it, but we will also try to make it somewhat realistic at points. I think Christian Watson, he is going to be gone soon. He can't stay healthy. Granted, I don't think the Packers will get a second round pick for him. Probably more like a 4th, 5th type compensation. But anyways, we're going to go on to the draft now and see who we can get. Totally forgot to trade that, but we traded down 3 places to pick up a 3rd round pick next year and a 7th round pick this year. Gonna go ahead. We might trade down one more time. I'm looking at 2 really good looking corners, both rated 2nd to 3rd round here. I'll show you them. I'll show you them here. I'm not gonna pick one now. I'm gonna trade down one more time, try to get them. They're not the fastest guys, but their talents are just like insane. A-man. So it's these 2 dudes at the Cross and Johnston, right? They're both A-man, both B-zone, both B-press, B and A catching, tackle. He's better. Most likely, he could be better. So just all around, they look good. They're both around 4.45 speeds. So well, I'm gonna try to trade into the one more down one more time in the first round. Probably take one of these guys there, and then use some capital to move up early second round and take the other guy. We have decided our pick. We're going to trade with the Bills, get the 31st pick, their second round pick, and a 6th round pick this year. That should give us more than enough ammo to go up and trade to get our second corner, as we're going to double dip in the corner pool this year. First one we're going to take is Dante Gross. It's a physical 4.41, 4.47, great 3-cone. Great 20-yard shuttle. He's fast. He can jump. He's not very strong, but elite agility, elite jumping. He's going to be our player. He's number 14 in the class. We got him at 31. And he's star or better, so that's an excellent pick. I will now go to the beginning of the next round. I'm not sure exactly what pick I'm going to trade up to. Maybe somewhere like, I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll get back to you with that. We have a trade to announce. We're trading one of our seconds for this pick in the draft. I forget what number it is. And they're also giving up 2 5ths, a 6th, a 7th, and a 7th. I don't really get much value out of those late picks. Figured this will be a better value for me, as now we can go and, mind you, we still have 2 more second round picks. We can go and pick up that other corner we liked. Pretty sure it was Spencer Johnson. Yes, it was. These were his physicals. He 4.5, 4.44. Still really good in the shuttle and 3-cone. I'm going to go ahead and draft him. Number 5, and we got him at 38. Hidden as well. We just got our starting 1-2 corners for the rest of this rebuild in the first 2 picks of this draft. That's incredible. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the next 2 picks. We're going to look at our draft board, figure that out. I'm sure we'll find some good value still. That is unfortunate. I was actually trying to trade up at 48 if he was still there with the Seahawks to go pick up Kyle Middleton. He looked like he was going to be a good prospect. He was 23 though, but he was putting up 40 on the bench. He was fast. He had great tackle, great everything except for a finesse move, which is still a C. I was probably being a little greedy trying to save a couple more draft picks, but oh well, he ends up going. We'll find somebody else. That just really sucks. If I remember, I'm going to try to check him out after the draft and just see how good he really was. We're going to go ahead and draft this D tackle. Hopefully he's pretty good. He looks decent. 91, we got him at 51. He's only regular dev. That's kind of a bust of a pick, honestly. I saw a guy I really wanted. We're going to pick him up now. He's at 3rd to 4th, though, so I was trying to find somebody that might have been somebody before him, but this guy looks like he should be a sure thing. I was looking for edge over here, but we ended up finding someone completely different, a run stopper. We're going to go ahead and pick him up. He looks like he should be good. He's 23 at 63. Damn, he's only normal dev as well. Okay. He still should be an upgrade. Our current left outside linebacker is like a 71 overall. I'm guessing this guy will be like 74, 75. So maybe even 73. He will still be an upgrade, so that's a win, even though it is only normal dev. In the 3rd round, we're going to pick up this wide receiver. He looks all right. We need some more people, as we're going to be losing talent, and he's a bust. He looked all right. I guess my all right was not quite as all right as I'd intended it for it to be. Honestly, we're just going to sim to the end of the draft. Those late round picks, like I said, with the normal draft classes, end up just being a bunch of filler people. Unless you get a random hidden gem, which honestly does not happen often. We'll go into our draft recap, see how we did. I'm really excited about these 2 corners. 76, 78 overall. Very good D tackle. He is what he is. Left outside linebacker, like I said. He looked like he'd be about a 75, and I was right. We got a wide receiver and a right end. We're going to go do our off-season stuff now. And we'll get back to you when we get to the regular season. Something I missed, I gave Carrington Valentine stars. That's pretty exciting. 24 years old. He's up to 77 overall. Honestly, I think we're going to be looking at trading Nate Hobbs now. As you look at our defense, on our defense, we're now pretty good at corner. We have a lot of young talent that are star or better. Nate Hobbs is the odd man out. He's all the way up at, what is he now? 27 years old, so he's going to start regressing soon. Only 81 overall. We're going to look to trade him right now. I'll get back to you when I find a suitable trade partner. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's not realistic. You would not get a second for Nate Hobbs, but the Steelers really wanted him. By really, I mean yellow interest. And I was like, you know what? It'd probably be like a third, fourth, fifth round pick for him. But it's Madden. I'm gonna have some fun with it. Let's get a second round pick. They accepted. I'm happy with it. Okay, we have a second round pick next year from the Steelers going forward. Getting rid of a piece of our secondary that would probably not even play it down. We need both a kicker and a punter, so we're gonna sign Will Richard to a 1-year deal. Depending on how he does this season, we might look to re-sign him again. And then we will take Matt Arezia for our punter. Same deal for him. If he does well, he'll have a contract. If not, he won't. We need a third running back, so we're going to go ahead and steal Jaden Blue off of the Ravens practice squad, sign him to a 1-year deal for 2.1. And our roster should be set, and we're ready for Season 2. This is what our roster looks like going into Season 2. Jordan Love's up to an 89 with the morale superstar. We have Matthew Golden up to an 85 as Jaden Reed 85 as well. Our offensive line is loaded with star players. We're looking solid on the offense. Defensively, we have two new starting cornerbacks in Johnston and Gross, however you want to pronounce that. And that's about the only change. We have Yancey as a starting left outside linebacker, our new kicker, Richard, new punter, and specialist. We have Golden in the slot. That's about it. I'm going to sim to midseason, see if there's any re-signings. You guys will get an update if we have any dev ups happen or anything interesting happens along the way. We are here at the midseason point. We are 3-3. Let's check out our re-signings. We have Zach Tom, who's not interested. Ideally, I want to re-sign him. We'll go do a 4-year, 102. That's a lot of money. See if he does that. He doesn't want to take that. I might be without Zach Tom next year. Romeo Dobbs, he's 26 next year. He'll be 27. He's only 81. We're probably going to go without him. Rasheed Walker, 26 at 82. He's doesn't want to sign with us either, so we'll do a player-friendly offer, 3-year, 45. He's accepting. So we have our left tackle back at least. We might be missing Zach Tom. Wyatt, he's already 28 years old. Jaden Blue, Savion Williams. I'm going to re-sign Savion Williams just because I want to see him, what happens in real life with him. We'll take him. And I think we're going to wait till the end of the season. We might try to re-sign Quay Walker at the end of the season. Maybe Zach Tom. We will see what happens with those two. I'm unsure at the moment, though. We had an opportunity for Jordan Love to get up to X Factor. Let's see if he did it. I simmed through. I have no clue what happened. It looks like he did not get his X Factor. Damn, that's unfortunate. Oh well, we have more shots at it. If he wins an award, he'll get it. If he has a good enough season, he may get it as well. We are not too worried. We're just going to keep on trucking through the season. Going into Week 18, we are against the Minnesota Vikings, who have not yet wrapped up our division. That means that if we win this, we should have at least one home playoff game. If we lose, I think we still have a wild card. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really look at that. And we have Slow Sim. We won. Okay, we're going to have a home game. We did end up winning our division after all. That's pretty incredible. We're going to go ahead and look at our stats. Jordan Love, nearly 4,100 yards, 42 touchdowns, 9 receptions, 70% completion. What a great season by Love. Josh Jacobs, nearly 1,500 yards on 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Matthew Golden, 16 touchdowns, 1,223 yards on 88 receptions. Dobbs having a solid season, as well as Reed. Tucker Kraft doing about average for Packers playbook. We have our offensive line showing here. Zach Tom looks like we're probably going to want to re-sign him. Only 4 sacks in Sim is a pretty good season. Rasheed Walker had 8. maybe I signed the wrong tackle to a long-term deal if we only can manage to get one. Going over to our defense, Rashawn Gary hitting double-digit sacks again. Devontae Wyatt trying to make a claim for why I should re-sign him. I still don't think it's going to happen. He's going to be 29 this offseason, going in looking for his first real contract. That's a little too old as far as Madden will concern. Lucas Van Ness with 7. He's slowly looking like he might actually be able to contribute, but I still doubt it. Interceptions, we have one of our rookies with 4. Edrin Cooper with 3. Javon Bullard with 3. Our other, this is a rookie left outside linebacker. He had 2 interceptions himself, along with 83 tackles. That's a pretty good season for a rookie linebacker, honestly, as well. 1 for McKinney, 1 for Valentine. Our kicking, 80%, long 57, hitting every extra point. I probably will re-sign him since he's so young, but, I mean, 80% isn't the best. Our punter, Matt Razia, was incredible. We definitely want to re-sign him if we can. All right, we're gonna check out our how many upgrades we have, and then we're gonna do that off camera. We will then sim the playoffs. Let's check this out. Let's see what we're looking at first before I pause this. Not too many on the offense, and on defense we have a couple. So we will get on that and get back to you with some playoff gameplay possibly. Oh, I should have mentioned, he's a superstar. I didn't notice that till right now. Other guys, it's a star, but still, that's a huge win right there. Year 2 playoffs starting here. We just upgraded all of our team. We'll show you what we're looking at before we run into the playoffs. Into an 88 overall. Offense looking great. Wide receivers looking like we have one of the best 1-2 punches in the league. On defense, our corners are progressing wildly, up to mid-80s for both of our second-round pick corners. Safety's looking good. Middle linebacker good. Our linebackers are solid. We still just need help on the edge and a second D tackle since we're losing Wyatt after the season's done. We're going to go ahead. We're just going to do a regular sim through this first week against the New York Giants. And we lost. Go figure. That's how Madden likes to run with this. And we just got bounced in the first round for the second straight season. That really sucks. We're just going to go ahead and sim to the Super Bowl now. And hope that we have some good dev-ups, I suppose. Look at the roster. Any dev-ups. Right off the bat, we see Matthew Golden, X Factor. I don't remember if Jacobs was X Factor. I think he already had it. On defense, our other corner moves up to superstar as well as Bullard. That is, our secondary is set. Like, honestly, with Valentine as our cornerback 3, we are set for the future. Probably the rest of this rebuild for sure. And Yancey goes up to a star. So this is just a great season. Even though we got bounced in the first round, a lot of good dev-ups, a lot of good progression of our players. Hopefully next season we can take a step forward. We're going to go ahead now and look at the yearly awards, see what will happen. Again, we're just looking at the number 1, Josh Allen with MVP. We have Defensive Rookie of the Year in Gross. We also have Johnson down at 10. Do we have a third person actually? Yeah, and Yancey at 5. We had 3 people in the top 10. That's awesome. Other than that, we don't have anyone at number 1. I'm going to sim the Super Bowl, see who wins. We have Falcons and Eagles. 2 birds. Are the Eagles who beat us? I already forgot who beat us in the playoffs. Anyways, our champion is... Drum roll again, since this takes one. Looks like the Eagles won. Nice. The Eagles won the Super Bowl against the Ravens. Would have been cool to see Lamar Jackson get his first ring in this video, but not everybody can win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts with his Super Bowl MVP. We're going to go ahead now and advance to next week. Start trying to re-sign some players. I think we're going to try to sign Zach Tom. He is going to be quite pricey. Our last offer was 4-year 102. Let's bump this up. 16 there. 4-year 112, give him an extra 10 million. And he's going to play for that. We still have 61 mil, so we have plenty of money to work with. Romeo Dobbs, I'm tempted to re-sign you. Quay Walker, I don't think we re-sign Quay. I mean, if he wants to take a 2-year deal, I think we'll do that. Yeah, he'll take it. Okay, we have Quay for the next 2 years. That's fine. Wyatt, he's going to walk. Blue, Belton. Anthony Belton, we're going to re-sign him because in real life he is locked up for more years as he was, never mind, we're not going to lock him up. He was a second-round pick for the Packers in real life this year, so realistically he would be on the team. What is the franchise tag? Yeah, I can't do that. Savion Williams. I thought I already re-signed you. I guess we'll give you a little bit more money just because I want to keep you on the. Now he's at 25. We're not going to re-sign him. We're going to grab our kicker, punter, and then we're going to go to free agency. We'll see you then. Well, looks to be another one of those free agency classes that there's just not really much that can help us. And we could sign Kelsey on maybe like a 1-year deal. Just because we have money, might as well get Jordan Love one more weapon. We have the best offer. We should get him. But like going through here, we bring back Jair for another year, but we don't need him now. A wide receiver 3. Actually, Jamison Williams would be a stellar wide receiver 3. He is just so fast. We're going to offer him a massive deal for year 54. Hopefully he'll take that. And we're at the top. Let's actually try to make it so we are guaranteed him. We're going to do a very player friendly 4-year 76. Still gonna 4-year 76. He'd be an insane wide receiver 3. We don't really need him, but I want to make a move. And we got Travis Kelsey. We did not get Jamison Williams. That's fine. I really didn't need him. Travis Kelsey's on the team for a 1-year deal. That's going to end our free agency period. This is what our team is going to be looking like going into the draft. So we're going to do best lineup. RC Wicks is our wide receiver 3 at 76. That's not terrible. Kelsey is a big upgrade over Tucker Kraft, who Tucker Kraft is now playing fullback for us. On defense, we're looking pretty good. We need a tackle. That's what we're really hoping to find in free agency. Since it didn't happen, we might look to make a trade to get a tackle. Unless there's some crazy looking tackle. We're kind of in a win now mode. We have 3 more years left in this rebuild. And I just need a tackle. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to look at the draft board, look at the draft class, and see if there's anything I can do to make get a good D tackle, essentially. We'll see what happens. We have a trade. We traded a first-round pick before the draft even started. I looked at the draft class. No good D tackle. We're getting this Hemingway guy. He's an 84 overall superstar with both 90 plus in both finesse and power move. He's only a second-year player, or third-year player. Should develop nicely, and he's going to go right next. He's going to slide into our tackle spot number 1. Kenny Clark's going to be moved to the tackle number 2, and we're looking pretty good on our D line now. We still could use someone on the edge. We might look to upgrade there if there's anyone I like. I'm not entirely sure yet, though. We will see. Another trade to announce, we're sending one of our 2 seconds, a 6th and a 5th round pick for James Pierce Jr. He's just a freak athlete. He should immediately be an upgrade over Lucas Van Ness, and that should probably complete our line. We're going to go to the draft and probably just draft best available player. Let's look at our roster now. I'll make sure that I have everything right, which I'm pretty sure it's all good. We're looking nice, though. Yeah, that's how we're looking. Pretty happy with that. This is a Super Bowl contending team for sure. With our 2nd round pick, I think we're going to take this tackle, AJ Wallace. He looks pretty good around the board besides his D tackle. He's fairly strong, good speed for his position, so he is rated 88. We got him at 52. Not a good pick. We just can't hit today. Just one of those days. Draft class wasn't looking too strong to begin with. I'm not sure if there's even anybody else we really want to pick up here. We will find out though. Hopefully, Jaquan Grant ends up being our guard of the future as we're going to pick him in the 3rd round. No, 48 overall true value. We got him at 73. Only normal dev, but you know, good value pick in the 3rd round. Gonna see if there's anyone in the 4th round that I will like. If not, I'm just gonna sim to the end of the draft. We're gonna draft this cornerback Bryce Baldwin. I think we're gonna move him to strong safety though. He just looked like he had good zone. I need a backup strong safety. He's still gonna move there regardless. Just not hidden. We're gonna sim to the end of the draft here. I can't see anybody that looks decent at all in this class. Our draft recap, our guard that we picked was a 73 overall. Overall, I'm happy with that in the 3rd round. You know, can't really complain there. Our D tackle 70 overall, a little upsetting. We were just swinging and missing when we're going for D tackles. Usually, that's one of my better positions at drafting. So I'm gonna do our preseason stuff now. Go into the regular season. Let's see how this. We're going to season 3 now. 2 first-round bounces. Hopefully, we can do better this coming season because that's kind of sad. We're actually going to try something here. We're going to move Lucas Van Ness to D tackle. I think I saw a report that the Packers are actually doing that in real life. So we're going to try to run him at D tackle this season. See if his speed strength combo can get through some lines. He's going to be a 76. We're actually going to play him over Kenny Clark because he's 32 at this point. Get him some reps. See if that works. Our defense is looking much better at this point. It's younger, faster, and our offense is looking fantastic. We're going to get through the preseason now and start the regular season. We'll see you if there's any good updates that happen, like a dev trade increase, or if I decide to make any moves. We are at the halfway point in this season, season number 3. We have some re-signing to do. First of all, we're going to take care of Jaden Reed's contract, get him through the rest of this rebuild. It's a good offer. I'm glad to have you back, Jaden Reed. Carrington Valentine is at cornerback number 3. He's not looking to get much money. We'll probably take him. Lucas Van Ness, we're going to wait till the end of the season. See if he has a season at D tackle. If he does, we'll re-sign him. Tucker Kraft. We only have our dude for 1 more year. We're going to let you go into free agency, see who's available. Unless you have, and then Aaron Banks, Elton Jenkins. Jenkins, we probably want to sign for a 2-year deal. He's not going to want to sign. He has very little interest. What if we just up your bonus a bunch? And he will stay with that. Perfect. We're going to go to off-season now. We might actually re-sign Travis Kelce 1 more year in the off-season as well. We'll see what happens. Regular season of year 3 is in the books. We did switch to the Bills playbook on defense. Our defense points per game ranking 3rd. Passing yards on defense 4th, and rushing defense number 2. That really seemed to help. Our offense looks fantastic as well with 7 points per game. We're going to go to our stats right now. We see Josh Jacobs at number 2. Jordan Love, 4,000 yards, 633 touchdowns, 6 picks good. Jacobs, 1,400 with 10 tutties. Receivers, Golden and Reed both put up 1,200 yards, both with around 8 to 11 touchdowns. Wicks, 780 with 8 himself. Travis Kelce, a down year. But again, this is not a playbook for tight ends for blocking. Good overall season blocking, only giving up, what is that, like 21 sacks, something like that. Quick maths. Ooh, I see some good numbers on defense for sacks. We're going to start with our tackles. Cooper doing well. Yancey doing well as well. Sacks. Hemingway with 14.5. What a great trade that was. A first-round pick for this young defensive tackle. Pierce, another trade we did. 11 sacks. Gary with 10.5. Lucas Van Ness with 7 at D tackle 2. He might actually be deserving of a contract now. As far as interceptions go, 3 with Cooper, 2 with Gross, however you want to say it. Yancey, Johnston, McKinney, Valentine all have 3. For kicking, punting, good. The kickers and punters both had regression since last year, actually. So we're gonna go ahead, sim to next season, the next week, and see who our opponent's gonna be. In the divisional round, we are playing the San Francisco 49ers, who seems to always have the Packers number when it comes to the playoffs. Hopefully this time we can best them. And we move on to play the Panthers. We're actually going to go through this. We're going to sim it, but we're going to see all the crucial parts. So we're going to go in, play full game. You'll see in a moment. We are jumping forward here to the end of the game. Carolina's already up by 1 touchdown. We got a field goal out of it. They're going on the field. They get a touchdown. We need to start scoring some points. I say that as we get another touchdown to make it 14-10 Carolina. We get the ball, looks like down near our 2-yard line. We're driving. Had to punt though. No. What is happening? Oh, it's our ball again. Okay. I'm getting all sort of confused right now. Driving right now. We get a touchdown, go up by 3. Carolina gets the touchdown, they go up by 4. We have the ball. We have to punt. Third quarter is about to be done. We get the ball starting the fourth quarter, down by 4. See if we can make a drive here. We don't. Carolina gets the ball back. They're driving down the field. And we stop them. We're driving. 2-minute, a long pass, 16-yard reception, Dontavian Wicks. We are driving the ball. We need to get a touchdown. 4th and 6. Penalty on the defense. And the Packers score. Oh my God. And we're going to the Super Bowl in year number 3. That is incredible. I'm not sure who we're going up against. Let's go see who really delivered here for us. Jordan Love, 1 touchdown, 70%. Player stats. Go to Packers. Jordan Love played okay. Jacobs played pretty well. Nobody really did anything too incredible in defense. Hemingway, Gary, Van Ness, no interceptions. I mean, it is what it is. We won. It wasn't a pretty game, but we just ended up scoring more points than the other team, which is all you need to do to move on in the NFL playoffs. For the Super Bowl, we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers battling it out. Rematch of Super Bowl 1. We're going to see if we got any dev ups before we jump into this game. Golden's up to X Factor. That's awesome to see. On defense, Edgerrin Cooper's up to an X Factor. And that's all we have. But, we're happy with both those. We're going to make these upgrade points, jump into the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can get our first Super Bowl win since Aaron Rodgers did it in, 2011, when we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'll see you in a moment when I have this upgrade done, and we will jump into the simulation. Jumping forward here in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Packers kick off with Kansas City receiving the ball. They're driving right away, have to punt. Packers moving the ball. Big touchdown. Kansas City driving once again. Will the Packers defense hold up? It will not. Kansas City scores to tie the game. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Packers are driving again. We kick a field goal. Kansas City gets the ball back. In the early second quarter, they're driving, and they get stopped, held to a field goal. Packers get the ball, going down the field with ease. Once again, get a touchdown. They're up 17-10 on Kansas City Chiefs, who just tie the game. Second quarter, Green Bay driving, trying to get some points on the board before halftime, and they won't do it. They mess up with their time management, don't even manage to get a field goal. Hopefully that does not ruin the game for them. Kansas City has the ball again, going on the field, get a field goal. Packers, once again. What are we doing? We need to get some points on the board. This is the damn Super Bowl after all. There we go. We get a touchdown. We're up in the fourth quarter by 4. Kansas City goes down, takes the lead back. We're driving again. We take the lead back again, just for Kansas City to take the lead again. So many lead changes happening here in the fourth. As we take the lead again, we're up by 4. Can we make a stop? They get an immediate touchdown. The Packers get the ball with 2 minutes left, down by 3 in the Super Bowl for the lead. I'm going to jump in here. I want to help the Packers out here. See if we can actually do anything with our drive. We need a game-winning touchdown here. This is what we're looking at. Kelce has nobody on him. We're going to send him on a go route. And Travis Kelce against your former team for the win. Oh, and he drops it. That's tragic. We're going to take this double in sail. Tucker Craft there. Dontavian Wicks looks like he might have a nice route. Nice route combo. We're going to go with Dontavian Wicks. And a horrible throw by Jordan Love. Wants us to run. Hell no, we're going to go to our favorite play. In the gun formation. Packers cross. See if we can get anyone here. We need this really badly. We're going to do a floater pass. And it's broken up. We're going to have to kick the field goal and go to overtime. Chiefs calling a timeout. We're not even going to worry about them with the icing the kicker thing. We're actually going to sim this now because that is just ridiculous. I hate the whole icing the kicker thing. We tie the game. Going into overtime. I can't even see what's going on. So we're just going to jump into the game. We're on offense. Let's just try to win the game here. Matthew Golden, he's a speedy dude. We're going to try to get a go route. I think we have him beat. We complete it. Run. Number 22 down the sideline in the Super Bowl for the touchdown. And that ends it. Your Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions over the Kansas City Chiefs in overtime, 47-41. Patrick Mahomes looks all strung out in that little close-up right there. You see the team celebrating Dontavian Wicks there. Josh Jacobs puts the Gatorade on Matt LaFleur in celebration of their, what number would this be? Their 5th Super Bowl? Yeah, 5th Super Bowl in franchise history. We got, yeah, we're going to end the celebration. Look at all these stats now. Player stats. Jordan Love, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Patrick Mahomes played lights out. This was not enough. Rushing, Josh Jacobs, 101 yards and a touchdown. Good rushing. Matthew Golden did amazing. 10 receptions, 179, 2 touchdowns, including that game-winning reception in overtime. We're going to go here to defensive. We don't really care about blocking. Did we get any sacks here? We got 2 from James Pierce, great pickup. 1 from Gary, 1 from Lucas Van Ness, and then our safeties combined for a sack as well. And we had no interceptions. That is our Super Bowl. We are going to celebrate all night, have some brewskis, some shots at tequila. We're not going to bunt the Super Bowl trophy like Gronk did. I mean, maybe Travis Kelce will. He probably likes to party. But we are your Super Bowl champions. For our season recap, Jordan Love won Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP was Jaden Daniels, I just saw. We're going to go into our offseason, see if there's any re-signings. I think we're going to try to re-sign Van Ness to a small deal since he did have 7 sacks at the DT2. I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. If he can do that again, that's good enough for me. Carrington Valentine, we do need to negotiate with you. Previous offer was that. We're going to bump that up so we get you back. We're going to then Lucas Van Ness. Going to give him a 3-year, 2-year deal for 26. Perfect. As long as we can keep this team together that just won a Super Bowl, we should be good going forward. That's our thought process at least. Aaron Banks, I mean, yeah, I mean, we had good, he doesn't want to sign with us. We're just going to do that. Give him a 1-year deal till next year. Think about it then. We have 2 years left in this rebuild. Then we had Travis Kelce. He's done an 84. Can get him for 11 mil. I think we'll sign him for 1 more year. Try to get 1 more Super Bowl with him. Yeah, he just won a Super Bowl against his former team. That has to be bittersweet. You leave your the team you've played with your entire career, go to the Green Bay Packers just to meet with your old team in the Super Bowl and win the game. That has to feel real nice. Yeah. Actually, we might sign Musgrave to a 1-year deal. If he wants to sign with us, we'll give him a 1 year like that. That's fine. We don't have any money anyways. Since we have no money, we're just probably going to go right to the draft, and I'll see you when I get there. We went ahead and signed a backup middle linebacker, Bobby Okereke. He should add some depth. We didn't have very many people at that position. We're just going to go to the draft now. Going ahead with our first-round pick, we're going to pick a wide receiver. We need a wide receiver 3. We're not sure if we're going to be able to re-sign. I think we should be able to re-sign everybody. Anyways, we need a wide receiver 3. He's true value, 26. We get him at 32. He is hidden. We have our wide receiver 3 locked up. We're going to move to our next pick. We're not looking to trade up anymore, as right now we're just going for depth. We need to draft some tight ends. We're going to look to see if we have any good tight ends here. I think Frank Smith's going to be our pick here. Looks like he has decent skills, all-around awareness, break tackle. Even some of his blocking looks pretty decent. Run block being an A, catching B. He's not the fastest, running a 4.69, 4.68. It does accelerate very well, so that's good, and he's very strong. See if he's a good tight end too. He's 12, yeah, he's 12th overall in the draft class, and we got him at 64. He's another hidden. That's awesome to see. We still need one more tight end, probably not going up the third pick, but somewhere later in the draft. We probably just shore up some offensive line depth now, D tackle, stuff like that. Maybe a linebacker. I'll show you what we pick when we finally get there. We need some more linebackers. This guy looks serviceable in the end of the third round. Not the fastest, but I mean, he's probably a reach. Yeah, 251. We just need some depth. And I don't know. I'm just not the greatest at drafting late round picks. I get a little impatient. Going over the draft recap here, wide receiver was a 74 overall. Our tight end was a 75. Nobody else cracked 65. Well, I guess this tight end did Fazno. He was the last pick I ended up doing. I let the computer figure the rest out. They took a halfback, left end, and a left guard. All be 65 and below. So nothing crazy there. We're just going to go to the regular season, start season 4, see if we can get a repeat Super Bowl. And that's about it. So this is something really neat I've never seen. My D tackle has the option to play fullback. I think we're going to do that. This guy, how big is he? 6'3", 284 pounds. Imagine him just running straight at you, 80 speed, 78 acceleration. He must have decent blocking. Impact blocking, yeah. So he's going to be our fullback. I've never been able to have an opportunity to have an offensive defensive player like this. So we're going to go ahead and run with that for our season. We're still only in preseason right now. I have a feeling we're going to do really well this year, though. This team is looking stacked, to say the least. Kenny Clark is getting old. He's a 77 overall third string on our line. We're going to go ahead and trade him to the Rams for a 5th round pick, clear about $20 million of capital, and just get rid of an aging player we no longer need. We are at the halfway point of the season. We're actually having a very down year. Somehow we're 2-5. We look at our players ready to negotiate. See who we want to resign. Matthew Golden, guaranteed contract. We're going to give you a very player friendly, as he has no interest in resigning. That's not enough money for him. Cooper, we need to resign. We're going to have to do the same thing. Is not interested in signing. Oh, we might be in a bad position. Hemingway, we have to resign. He doesn't want to resign. We're making an offer. He will at least resign. We have 23 mil to work with. We still need to resign Bullard, McKinney, Jordan Morgan, Quay Walker. So first of all, I have some decisions to make. I'm not sure. We re-signed Javon Bullard. Big contract, one less player to worry about. We really want to re-sign McKinney. We have to worry about these other guys first. We're not going to have money for them. So we're going to be down a safety going into year number 5. Gonna be rough, but we'll make it work. Madison re-signed Matthew Golden. We upped his bonus and salary $300,000 per year. Make that happen. We're gonna go ahead and try to do the same now with Edgerrin Cooper. We'll bump him up to 8.5 base, 10.5 bonus, and he will re-sign. Now we just have Xavier McKinney. If he regresses in this offseason, we might be able to get him. Otherwise, we might be able to franchise tag him. I don't know what happens if you go over the cap. We'll find out. But yeah, we're going to be losing a lot of people. Rashawn Gary we're losing. Josh Jacobs we're losing. We have to make another Super Bowl run here, because it looks like this might be the last year of our complete team. We managed to make the playoffs after a 2-5 start. At one point, we were 4-6, and we ended with a 7-game win streak to end 11-6. Still only good enough for a wild card spot, as the Vikings go 15-2, secure the 1 spot. We're going to check out our stats. I see Jordan Love looking like he had a hell of a year, and he did. 4,700 yards, 49 touchdowns, 9 picks, 122 rating. That could be MVP, especially that run he had at the end there. Josh Jacobs had a good season with 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns receiving. Matthew freaking Golden, nearly 1,600 yards, 27 touchdowns. Followed by Reed with 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Our rookie with 1,005 touchdowns. Tight end, Kelsey had 500 with 5 as well. Blocking, same as usual. Defense. I see 4 double-digit sack people. Oh my god. Edgerrin Cooper, 120 tackles. Gary, 13.5 sacks. Pierce, 12.5. Hemingway, 12.5. Lucas Van Ness, 12 sacks. Edgerrin Cooper, 2. Our backup linebacker with 1. Couple half sacks. So, We did good with our line, it looks like. Moving Vanessa D-tackle was a good choice. Going to interceptions, 6 picks from Gross. That might put him up to X Factor. Valentine with 2. A few players with 1. Kicking, 72%. I sent him a big deal. He stops practicing, apparently. Now he can't hit a fucking field goal. Going to punting. Punting was okay. Upgraded our players. We're going to sim the wild card round against the Eagles. They beat us in the first year of this sim. Year 4, we beat them. We're going to our division rival, Minnesota Vikings. We're going to go jump into this game, and we're going to do the sim thing like we did last season. Week 2, divisional round of the playoffs, season 4. Going into Super Sim, we are playing our divisional rival, Minnesota Vikings, who are 15-2. Going ahead right away, and we're just going to sim to the end of this game, see what happens. Vikings go on the field, score. You get 10. We have to get some points on the board. We failed to do so. Get a field goal. They're driving. They get a touchdown. We're driving. 17-10 Vikings. 17-20 Vikings. 20-13. We go on the field. We score. We tie the game up in the third quarter. Vikings punt. We get a touchdown. We're up 27-10 on our divisional rival Vikings. Going down. Josh Jacobs just running the rock. Interception. Vikings taking the ball down the field. Big play. And they get a touchdown, tie it up in the fourth quarter, 10 minutes to go. We go down the field, score with ease. We have the ball back again. Go down the field. We end it. We are going to the NFC Championship game for the second year in a row. Here we're going to go look at our roster, see if we got any dev ups. I doubt it, but you never know. Burgess is superstar. I think that's a dev up. Jordan Love, X Factor. He might have won MVP. We'll have to check that out. Other than that, no more. We don't have any other people getting any dev traits up. We're going to check out, see who won MVP. Josh Allen. Jordan Love at 4. NFC. Matthew Golden. Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. Not us. We're just going to... Burgess. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have second best quarterback. Best wide receiver. We have best O-line and Zach Tom. I should have put him up to a superstar. For whatever reason, it did not. That's what we have. Okay. Simming the Super Bowl now. Let's see who wins. I hate it how long this takes sometimes. I should have waited to hit record. All right, season recap. We have the Buffalo Bills winning the first Super Bowl, with Josh Allen winning MVP and Super Bowl MVP in the same season. They have the Defensive Player of the Year in Greg Rousseau, as well as the Defensive Rookie of the Year in Brian Brambles. Did not mention this. They went 16-1, and they just won the Super Bowl. So a pretty impressive season for them. We're going to go into re-signings, and we are in shambles here. We might try to move some money around to try to be able to sign some of these players, because we want to make a run at our second Super Bowl in 3 years with this team, and it's going to be rough just looking at the salary situation. Oh, that's no good. McKinney says he wants to test out free agency. We're going to try to sign some other players and just franchise tag him at the end then if we cannot get him to sign with us. We are signing Rashawn Gary to a 1-year, $13 million deal. We have $13 million left to work with. We need a running back. We're going to need another. Yeah. We're going to have to do some salary changings. We did manage to re-sign Jordan Morgan on a 3-year deal worth about 12 per year, using the rest of our salary cap up. We have 40K to work with. Now we're going to start restructuring. We managed to free up about 27 mil in cap room. We're going to go ahead and sign Quay Walker to a 3-year deal, leaving us with 15 mil. We don't need to accept this option as it's our last year of the rebuild. If you guys like this video, want to see, like, say, a complete rest of Jordan Love career rebuild, or sim rather than rebuild, leave a comment down below. Let me know, and I can make sure to do that. I can even go off of the save file and keep going. I think that's our last signing we're going to make. Let's see what happens if we franchise tag McKinney. and it let us. So we're gonna keep him for one more year. We'll just accept his option just in case we end up going and doing like a full Jordan Love career simulation. Since we have no money, we're just going to go ahead and sim straight to the draft since we're at negative space. I doubt there's anyone of value we're going to pick up. If we make any good picks, I'm going to show you. If not, we're just going to jump into the next season right away. This video is already getting long enough as is. We need a running back. This guy looks to be the best in the class. 21 true. We got him. Hidden Dav. Okay, we have a running back. That's a good sign. We needed a tight end too, so we picked one up with our second round pick. Our team's pretty stacked still, so this is just depth. Wasn't the best value pick, but he is hidden, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to take this cornerback here, convert him to safety as we need a backup safety, and he's trash. I'm just going to send him to the end of the draft, see what our draft recap looks like, because at this point, I don't really do picks 4 through 7, as I've said already. Forgot to show it prior, but when we moved him to safety, he actually went up to a 69. He had good zone, that's why I drafted him. We have a 71 tight end, 75 running back. Running backs obviously are RB1 going into our final season. Just hopefully we can make this a dynasty, win 2 and 3. We will see though. Going into our final year of the rebuild, we are an 89 overall, 88 offense, 91 defense. Offensive line's looking fine. I forgot we had this guy. He was a superstar. We drafted him maybe last year prior. That's our new tight end. He's also running fullback for us. Our running back's looking pretty good. He's already a 76. Jordan Love X Factor as well as Golden, with Burgess being superstar. On defense, our D-line looks better. We kept 2 of the 4 defensive linemen from the that we started with in Rashawn Gary and Lucas Van Ness. They've both been producing at a reasonable level for us, as well as we traded for 2 more with Pierce and Hemingway. We drafted these 2 stud cornerbacks first year of this rebuild, and we kept intact our safety group. Our linebackers pretty much the same as well, just adding in 1 more piece, which is Yancey, which just shows that this team is pretty good to begin with. Specialists, we're running Golden in the slot again, and we are just going to sim this season and hope to get another Super Bowl. We are 6-1 at the midseason point. We will try to do some quick contracts if we have anyone of $80 million to work with. Jordan Love, obviously, he's going to get a contract. We signed Jordan Love to a massive deal, 30 mil left to go. Spencer Johnson, to sign him. After we sign him, we have 20 mil left to go. James Pierce, we have to re-sign. McKinney, Yancey, Valentine, Rasheed Walker. We're going to go with Pierce first. Let's up this a little bit. Oh, we can't even afford him. Never mind. We're just going to go straight to the offseason and hope that we have a stellar season. Not the offseason. We're going to go straight to the playoffs because we're definitely going to make the playoffs at 6-1, right? Surely Madden isn't going to make us lose like our last 9 games, right? As this season's coming to an end, how will we end after starting 6-1? After starting 6-1, come on. We ended 13-4 for a second there. I thought we missed the playoffs as I saw this screen. We got the first round bye. Obviously, NFC is looking pretty weak, except for the NFC North with 3 playoff teams in itself, 3 double-digit win teams. We're going to go ahead and advance a week, see who we play in the divisional round. After this goes through, we're going to start looking at our final Year 5 stats. Ooh, we play the Vikings again, this time at home. We're going to go see our stats for our final year. I just saw Houston's in the playoffs at 8-9. Jordan Love, 4,300 yards, 44 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Our rookie, almost 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. Bad averages, though. Receiving, Matthew Golden, 1,400 yards with 19 touchdowns, almost 1,000 from Jaden Reed, 800 for Burgess. Our new tight end is 600. Blocking is about the same. Defensively, see some good sack numbers once again. Rashawn Gary, my God, with 19 sacks. He is really coming in like late in this career in this rebuild with all these sacks. Then we have another 17 from Hemingway, 11 from Pierce, 7.5 from Van Ness. We made some good trades in this. 5 interceptions from Cooper. We didn't look at total tackles. 131 with Cooper. Cornerback leading, being second in lead for the team is not the best sign. He might be getting thrown on a lot. That being said, we're going to go ahead sim the first game, and hopefully we see you in. Actually, I'm going to do some upgrades first, so give me a moment, then we'll go sim this game. Thought I should mention this. The running back we drafted was a superstar. The tight end we drafted was a superstar. I don't think we got anybody of value on the defense. No, we didn't. So that's just kind of crazy. But we hit with our first 2 picks, both being superstars. That's pretty cool. That would really set this team up for another 5 years in the future. You're going to have your quarterback. You're going to have all your offensive positions of need kind of set for the future going forward. Defense is pretty much the same. I might be able to make this a 10-year rebuild if people really want to. I'll do another 5 years off this sim. Okay, I'm just gonna go sim this first one. This video is pretty long at this point. We're running up on an hour. Get through this. We're going to sim this one as we do, and hopefully we can win this game as well. Here we are simming through this game. Looks like Steelers get the ball. We'll be punting on their first possession. We get the ball, do nothing, punt back to them. They get the ball, they're driving. Turnover, it looks like. We're driving on the field, kick a field goal. Second quarter, they get the ball, driving. Touchdown Seattle, they're winning 7-3 in Lambeau Field. We match them with the touchdown to go up by 3 once again. Looks like we're going to hold them off there. We do. Going in the second half, Packers are leading in Lambeau Field 10-7 with Seattle driving. Green Bay just does something big. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and check after. We're up 17-7. Seattle moving the ball. We're up by 3. We're up by 10. Seattle with the ball again. We're up by 7. Can we close it out and go to the Super Bowl? We're up by 10. We're going to our second Super Bowl in 3 years with Jordan Love. We have to see what happened there. What was a big score? When was that in here? How do I look at touchdowns? I'm going to pause to find out. Scoring summary, there we go. Matthew Golden had an 80-yard touchdown pass. That's what it was. That's absurd. Matthew Golden, the massive plays in both of our Super Bowl runs. One of them winning a Super Bowl, this one just getting us to the Super Bowl. That's excellent to see. Here we have it, the final game of this rebuild. We have the Packers going up against the 13-4 Ravens. We're going to see if we got any dev-ups. It looks like on offense, yeah, Zach Tom, he's up to superstar unless he already was. Defensively, we have an X Factor cornerback. That's awesome to see. Hemingway also goes up to X Factor. That's all we're going to have there. I just wanted to point out how insanely good our defense was. Number 1 in opponents' points per game. Number 2 in opponents' passing yards per game. Number 2 in opponents' rushing yards per game. While we're putting up the 9th best points, 7th best passing yards, and 29th best rushing yards. Obviously, we're pretty slacking in the rushing yard category. I'm going to jump forward here to the end of the game, see if the Green Bay Packers can win their second Super Bowl in 3 years. Start off on the board first with a field goal. Make the Baltimore punt the ball. Get the ball. Packers are driving. They go down. Get a touchdown. Extra point is good. Packers up 10-0 with the Ravens driving the ball. Something happens. They get no points out of it. Packers down. Have to punt. Have to do something. I'm not good at this commentary. I can't really tell what's going on. Anyways, we're moving the ball. Green Bay going down the field, up 17-0. Second quarter, 10 minutes left in the second quarter. 17-3. Packers 24-3. This is looking like they are going to run away with it as they put up another touchdown to make it 31-6, 31-13. Going fourth quarter, 31-20. The Ravens are clawing back into this one with the Packers. With clock management are taking the clock down before they go up by 14 with a minute and a half to go. Ravens are out of this one, and your Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl again against the Ravens. Jordan Love steadily making a case that he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time as he has taken down both Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. Between these players, they've won about six MVPs. He's won 0, but he has 2 rings now, and Lamar has none. That being said, thank you for watching this, my first ever rebuild with the Green Bay Packers. We just won second Super Bowl, as you saw. If you like this, please comment, like, subscribe. I really need some support. I'm only going to get better as a content creator, video maker as time goes on, as this is my first ever rebuild. We're going through the stats here. Our second year receiver did very well, and lots of sacks from Pierce again.